Hey ho, warrior. Hey ho, warrior. Hey ho, warrior. Anyway.
Yeah. Okay. We haven't had a theory video in a little bit,
Yes.
so this is going to be kind of all about the stuff that we've learned last night, and maybe a little bit extra. Okay. This is going to be pretty much Cece, Allie relationship, whatever's going on there video, with the exception of a couple of things. Okay. Let's start from what we know. Last night we learned that Allie and Cece used to switch places.
As if we weren't, like, kind of aware of this already with the whole yellow t-shirt incident with talking with Melissa Hastings. I mean, it was implied.
Well, here's the thing, though. Used to switch places, not like how a twin would switch places with you, because let's be real here. I mean, you can't pass Cece for Allie, even though they act similar.
Kind of look alike, but
for people that know them, you can't do that. So we're gonna pretty much assume that it's they're doing this for people that don't know them. Okay. Now, this whole trading places thing, is it like is consensual? Like, is that, like, I know that that's obviously, like, it could be used in a dirty term, but, like, consensual, like, meaning both parties are in agreement?
Mutual,
whatever.
Yeah,
okay.
Mutual is a better word. Consensual sounds like they were dogging the fucking raw dog or whatever.
But anyway. Is this mutual? Is this a mutual thing that they are okay with? Like, yeah, sure, we'll trade places. Yeah, you go be me, I'll be you. Is this them daring each other to do things and, you know, oh, I dare you to do that, or I dare you to, whatever. Or is this like, kind of like a prank thing, like, or like a revenge thing, like, you know, I can't believe you did that, now I'm gonna go and completely ruin your reputation and go to Radley and pretend to be you, and, like, you know what I mean? Like, what is the purpose behind this? What? Unless they're both psycho, there's got to be a reason behind this. They don't just switch places because they're like, okay, let's fucking do it.
It super pisses me off that they're trying to make Cece into this, all of a sudden, like, enormous character on this show, when Bitch didn't show up until season 3.
Yeah.
And we didn't know Bitch until season 3, nor did we hear of Bitch until season 3.
When she met the girls in the coffee shop,
yeah.
Which, when she met them, she goes to Aria, like, oh, you know, if you ever want to do some discount shopping, yeah, you got sticky fingers, come on over, I can always turn my back.
The fuck on over.
Which, she didn't learn that from Alison, unless Alison's still alive and knew it, but Hannah did not start shoplifting until after Allie disappeared.
Dun, dun, dun!
So, what does Cece know? Who is Cece in with? How does she know what's going on? Because not even the girls knew that she was shoplifting.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? The only person that knew was Mona. So does Mona have a connection with Cece? Yes. What? I know Cece went to go visit Mona in Radley, but did she really go visit Mona in Radley?
I don't know if I believe that. It might be someone else in a fucking blonde wig with a mask on their face.
So last night we have, you know, Alison says to her mother, after her mother freaks out on her about it, she says to her mother, I can't believe that crazy bitch actually did it. So, again, did she dare her to do it? Was it a threat that Cece made to her? Like, I'll go do that, like, because you did this, whatever. So, we have that. Now, Aria goes to Philly and talks with Cece's roommate. She was supposed to be paying rent after UPenn. And she says, after she dropped out of UPenn, she was supposed to, she continued to pay her rent, or so I thought. And they're making it almost seem like the reason that this girl is moving is because Cece hasn't been paying her rent. But Cece got kicked out of UPenn how many years ago?
And
has she not been paying her rent for 2 years and the girl's been living there that long?
And while we're on the subject of UPenn, we haven't heard anything more about Spencer's whole friggin' situation.
Yeah.
And if she couldn't get into UPenn, which we know was bullshit, but...
Cece doesn't seem like the brightest. But anyway.
She's definitely not the sharpest tool in the shed.
So Cece... everyone's thinking Cece's motive is because Allie pushed that girl down the steps and Cece thought it was the 4 she-devils. Anyway, Allie thought that, Allie pushed the girl down the steps, said it was Cece that did it. That's why Cece got kicked out of school. We don't really know if she said it was Cece that did it, but maybe because she was friends with Cece, that's why Cece got kicked out. Don't know, but... You're telling me that she got kicked out of school. First of all, she's doing just fine. You see the fucking designer clothes she's wearing. You see the car she's driving.
The red coats she has in her suitcase.
All the shit she's doing just fine. So obviously, there's got to be something more. This can't be the reason.
Or someone's giving her money.
Yeah, this cannot be the reason that she is going after these 4 girls. It can't be. First of all, she has no proof that these girls had anything to do with it.
Secondly, she doesn't even fucking know that.
Exactly. Which brings us to our next point. When Aria's talking to this girl in Philly, she says, she-devils, like, I hardly knew Cece. So, implying that back then she hardly knew Cece. I was under the assumption the first time she met Cece was in the coffee shop. She was like, oh, that's funny. Oh, Cece says to the girls, oh, Allie talked about you guys all the time. And they're like, that's funny. She's never mentioned you. Those are the exact words that they use. That's funny. She's never mentioned you. So how did Aria hardly know Cece back
There's
then?
too many twists and turns that are going on with this show that are like...
Shit's not adding up.
It doesn't add up. It's getting too confusing. It's getting to the point where I'm just getting really fucking sick of it. I'm sick of Shauna. I'm sick of Cece. I'm sick of all the fucking back-sided mysteries that never get answered. If this is supposedly the season of answers, well, it's time to give your fans what the fuck we're looking for. Because we're 2 episodes away from the end of the damn summer finale, like the summer season, and we still have shit.
Yeah.
And we're getting more and more shit tossed at us. Like, we didn't know that there was something screwy going on with Ren from the friggin' get-go. Even though she thinks Ren's the sexiest man to walk this earth since fucking Bradley Cooper. But, anyway.
Well, here's the thing, though. We've said it time and time again. I'm sure everybody out there thinks it, whatever. But let's talk about this a little bit more in depth. There has to be some significance. Other than just Allie and Cece trading places, there has to be some significance behind the fact that Allie and Cece both had on a yellow top that night. There has to be something more behind that other than the fact that they were trading places. Other than that, there's got to be something there, which will bring us to our next point. Is it possible? I know we're kind of getting a little crazy here with our theories, but is it fucking possible that Cece had a twin?
I don't think that we're getting crazy with our theories because they're not giving us anything to go by.
We have nothing to go.
Naturally,
yeah.
people are going to just
start
coming
shit
up
out
with
there.
anything.
Because nothing makes sense. Is it possible that Cece had a twin?
I think it might be
Cece
possible
with a twin. That Cece had a twin, not
there has to be. I don't give a fuck. There has to be somebody in the show that has a twin because of that little fucking ghost girl, okay? And the whole thing with the Halloween episode from season 2. Like,
let's just throw this out there. Okay, Courtney. Yes, Courtney could be, Cece could be short for Courtney. Perhaps Cece had a sister, Alice. Perhaps. It could be.
Whatever. It's a possibility that that's what's been going on. Maybe there's an evil Cece. Maybe there's an evil fucking... I don't know.
I don't even know anymore.
I just don't even know anymore.
I want to hear you guys' I want to hear you guys put theories down about Cece possibly having a twin. If you guys think we're fucking
the same
crazy,
way that we do, is anyone else sick and tired of the bullshit? New mysteries upon new mysteries upon new mysteries upon new mysteries upon new mysteries.
Like, thank you for proving us correct in the whole Malcolm not being Ezra's child. But what does that have to do with fucking Big A?
Look,
is this your idea of answers?
Let's put it this way, okay? Obviously, Malcolm is going to be somehow written off the show. They're not going to keep showing, like, who the hell is going to be interested in Ezra taking his son to the park? Granted, I thought, whatever. Granted, Malcolm's a cute kid, whatever. But who the fuck is going to seriously give a shit? Okay, let's watch because he's taking him to the park today!
I'm going to tell you right now.
It's Pretty Little
If
Liars.
I have to see one more fucking Jake in a karate suit,
I don't mind that.
Ezra pushing Malcolm in a stroller. If I have to see one more fucking shift that Emily works, I am sick and tired of the irrelevant bullshit that happens in this story. No, they are not fillers.
Fillers.
Let me tell you something.
Fillers. Notice the quotes. Fillers.
Okay, but I'm saying though,
fillers.
They are not fillers because they take up 90% of the fucking show.
Yeah.
This is the show.
Summer season. Minus the episode from the premiere episode and last night's episode has been nothing but bullshit. It has been nothing but bullshit.
Somebody touched my ass. Who was it? It must have been A. Like, anyway, let's get through this. Whatever. Okay. On the dresser. Could it have been from years ago? Yes, that when Alison was still alive. There is a brush on the dresser, which I paused and I took a picture, right next to the bows. There's blonde hair in it. On the dresser in Allie's room, there is blonde hair in it. Could it have been from when Allie was still alive because her mom kept all of her shit around? Abso-freaking-lutely. Just putting that out there for you.
Also, another thing is that, and this is another thing that, whatever. Maybe we're just fucking grasping at straws. Maybe we're whistling Dixie out of our ass. Who cares? But the way that Spencer was playing Anytime, the Marion Cavanaugh theme song,
on the piano,
is the way that Black Gloves was playing it in last week's episode.
To the T. Like, the slowness in the beginning. Like, just watch it.
And show Mrs. De Laurentiis to my office.
Okay. Let's talk. Show Mrs. De Laurentiis to my office. Almost like, okay, you could take it as a show Mrs. De Laurentiis to my office like she's never been here before. But
or
why would
show
he...
Jessica to my office because we...
First, let's talk,
really, though. Whatever. It's going to turn out that Dr. Palmer and De Laurentiis were having a friggin' affair.
But the thing is,
and Alice is their friggin'... Allison is their
really
friggin'
quick, let me get
offspring.
this out. Allison... This was right before Allison went missing. Marion Cavanaugh was already dead by then. Am I wrong? So
I think she was.
If we are correct in our timeline, Marion Cavanaugh was already dead by then. So if that happened in the same...
Yes, she was. Because in the season 2 Halloween episode, Toby's father already married Jenna's
daughter. So here we go, people. You have... There's no way that was Cece and Alison because it happened in the same session that, first of all, why would he remember that name from one session? Not going to happen.
Why is the song Anytime being played and the discussion of Marion Cavanaugh and Toby going to trigger Mrs. De Laurentiis being shown to his office?
Something's fucking up.
There's something really strange
Something's
about
up.
this.
We will be right back because I have more to fucking talk about. Suck